ladies and, well, I should say lady and gentlemen. Today we're starting the first session of the Voyage through Saerion. It is a sub-campaign of our main Pursuit of Mysteries campaign. This will take place on a variety of areas surrounding the Antares Alliance and or uncharted areas in the eastern part of the world. The summary of events is quite simple. Most of the party members partaken today are all criminals who have been sentenced to death. However, instead of being executed, they have instead been sent to a phantom ship to serve as its crew for an extended period of time, aiding in efforts to retrieve mysterious artifacts from across the world, whether they be, well, visions or artifacts. Besides that, they are also in charge of supernatural threats on the sea. If something like a monster, a subterranean monster, were to attack a city, it would be their duty to stop it before that thing could ever reach the city. At least in a calm world, that would be the case. So, would the party members, each in order, like to introduce themselves before we start? Who wants to go first? Wow,
Really? It has to be
wow,
me. Jesus.
the excitement,
Alright.
guy.
Whatever. Alright. So, pleased to meet you. I am, you all saw me last time as Broth Boy. Just call me Sai. I will be playing Catherine Cavendish. I am I cannot do a good Scottish accent, so I'm not even going to try for now. She is a fisher, technically a deep sea diver, off the course of the Kingdom of Lowen. I basically went around, saw a bunch of terrifying monsters, thought, fuck that, came out of the ocean, and I saw a bunch of the people as those monsters, so I started killing them. I have been boarded up since then in a lovely little prison with a lovely oceanside view until I was shipped off to a terrifying fucking ship back on the place I don't like. Uh, because my skills are the best at actually steering this motherfucker and keeping us at least somewhat okay in a subnautical venture. I will probably kill at least 4 people a session.
Okay, lovely little introduction. Who's next? Cableman, perhaps?
Yeah, Pierre Dupont. He's a cat burglar at the age of 37, an olderish person. He grew up as a street rat. Learned how to steal and do all that the criminal stuff. Just as like a little street urchin. He eventually fell into a gang that would pull off heists here and there, where he would be, kind of the burglar, sneaking in, infiltration, all that kind of stuff. Until one heist went bad. I think he got shot during this heist, and he was left for dead, and that's how he ended up here on death row. So he's good at uh, hiding and sneaking around, doing all that kind of stuff. Physical activities to infiltrate, blah blah blah. Um, but he's never had to use his weapons, so he might just end up hiding in a barrel. We'll see.
Got it. Throw the barrel while he's in it. I understand.
Alrighty then. Lovely. So, Violet, you're next. Ah, the silence. Riveting. Does anybody have an aphrodisiac that we can give her so that she can start talking?
Hello. I'm sorry. Just here. Uh, I don't know how to start this, to be honest with you, but
I got you.
um, it's
Character name. Let's
Victor
start with
Callahan.
something. Start with something simple. Character name.
Victor Callaghan was a sexy motherfucker.
Or my character, it's Victor Callahan. He's part of the mafia. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry. So sorry, it's just I'm doing something right now. So Victor Callahan, um, he's say very intimidating. But he is part of a mafia, part of a drug mafia, you say.
I see.
But yeah.
So I would assume, yes, that um,
hmm.
during some operation or another, he was caught by the police or something
He
along those lines,
was.
right?
Hmm.
Uh,
Yes, he was caught by the
And
police.
the punishment for any type of drug abuse of any kind is obviously the death penalty. So he joins the
Hmm.
roster of the rest of our dandy criminals. Okay.
Yes.
Yin buddy, your turn.
Well, there's not much to describe my character. He's just he planned mass genocide, tried taking over the government. That's about it. The rest you guys will see from
Name, name,
actions.
name character.
Oh, Odin. Odin Arad. He is Intisian.
Yes, he is from Intis, which means he's essentially French. So for those of you who dislike Frenchies,
Yes.
fair warning.
And
Um,
he's insane.
that doesn't mean much considering where you're going. No. Like he said, Yen's character is a terrorist, essentially, a radical. Tried to take over the government, failed, was captured and sentenced to death. So, I will continue from here on onwards. So, you are sent to the Erebus prison. Yes, it's called Erebus. This is essentially a coastal prison, which is kind of situated on a cliffside. This cliff borders the edge towards where the
why not Calypso? Because
Cali-
she was segregated on a small island that
yes, but you're not on an
that
island.
only a few people damn souls could.
But you're
Well,
not
I'm
on an
sorry, it's
island.
sea based and it's a cliff.
Yes, but you're never gonna see this prison again, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but
Well,
you name it after the malediction of darkness and despair.
yes, because
Are we
it
in a
has a connect.
cave?
No. Well, actually, hold on. It's a bit difficult to discuss that simply because the prison is kind of situated into the cliff face. So in a way, you could say you're in a cave. But
That's all
I
I need to
wouldn't
know.
say it's not an
Carry
actual cave system. Artificial. So you can see it on the map, by the way, here. This is the layout of the first floor, which is as soon as you get from the entrance, you will see a layout similar to this. This is usually the floor where they do waste disposal and other such things. Flogging, yeah, uh-huh. Other sorts of things, interrogations and such are all done here. When prisoners arrive to this place, which all of you have, some of you have been here longer, some of you have just arrived. But it doesn't really matter in what order because you'll all be leaving soon anyway. So, as you can see, this place is dark, damp, and wet. Everything one might dislike in a woman, or like, depending on your preferences. But the prison is headed by the warden called Leon Gutenberg. Yeah, what a name. I know. So you all be meeting the warden soon. In fact, all of you have been called to meet the warden here in this central area here. So all of you have entered from your various cells, and you have been brought here to meet the warden. Right there where the pointer is. We don't have to use tokens because it's not really that important. You're going to be moving around pieces during this map. It's just a way to give you an idea of where things are spaced. All right? So, are any of you going to have any interactions as you're being brought to the warden? You're all being lined up, essentially. Any interactions?
Pierre is going to get on his knees and just start begging, like, start squealing like a stuck pig. He's just going to plead for any kind of mercy from the warden to get out of his death sentence.
Before you can even, are you going to try to touch him or are you just begging on the floor?
He's going to grovel at his feet. He's probably going to like touch his shoes. Just very pathetic. Just absolutely groveling. So you
The
might like touch his shoes, touch his feet, but that's it.
the warden immediately pulls away his foot in disgust. Get this filthy mongrel off of me. Honestly, no class amongst criminals.
Oh, and that just upsets Pierre so much. He's bawling. He's 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 just so upset, and that was not what he wanted to have happen.
Someone silence this gangrel.
Please, Mr. Warden.
So,
Please, Mr.
two
Warden, isn't there anything I can do to escape death?
two guards grab you and essentially gag you. You can feel that it's so tight that you could almost swallow your tongue. Listen here.
Oh my god.
It is too late for regrets. You should have thought of this before you were sentenced to your crime. This place is not one of redemption, but one of punishment. The chance was the life you lived before. This place is where criminals of all kinds are sent to be executed. Death is all that you can expect here. The cold stare from the warden is paralyzing. Even if you are an experienced criminal, it is something a little bit different. Instinctually, you feel as if you should cut the act. Even if you are genuine, the fright, the sheer fright, is enough to stop you in your tracks. So, anybody have anything else to say? Nobody? No, everybody's just looking at this, not saying anything?
Boy, where's my booze?
And who is this one? The warden
Lord have
asked
mercy.
one of the guards. Sir, this one is the mad woman. who killed people on the side of the coast in the on the border of Blackland.
I smashed their heads like melons.
Disgust once again. Honestly, what is
Oh,
it with
don't
these
act all
people?
like that, precious. I'm gonna tell him, I could squish you too.
Someone backhand this woman.
Is someone gonna reach their hand in there?
Roll me Constitution.
Okay, so
Just roll,
D100, right?
just roll in Discord. Just roll in Discord. Just the one
I'm
D100.
going to. I'm asking you D100. Yeah, that's all I was asking, man. What do I get? 57. Yay! My 75
57.
Constitution. That's success, right?
Let me see. Hold on. I gotta go to the roll section. Rolls. Yeah, you succeed. Well done. So, um, you will only take minimal damage from this. So one of these soldiers does actually. These people are all wearing, um, essentially, steampunk gauntlets. These people are all equipped with guns from head to toe, whether it be and even knives. They have futuristic by your normal standards, steampunk technology in terms of their armor and even the goggles. They all have goggles too. So any attack from these people will hurt. So instead of you taking a roll me a 1d4.
Do. Okay. Mm,
What'd you get? Oh,
One.
one. Okay, beautiful. So one of them walks up to you and smacks you to the floor. Your nose probably starts bleeding as well as you take 1 point of damage. I don't know
So
what
I
you
should
rolled.
I should adjust that, right?
I did it for you. No
Mm,
need.
I already did.
13. So okay. Um,
I'm gonna pick myself off the floor. Is his hand? And I'm gonna. I have a question here. Is his hand still in there, like in my cell?
no, you've all been taken out of your cell. You're basically standing in line. Your hands are tied behind your
Oh,
back
cool.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, so as I get up for a second, um, I'm just gonna start going into another giggling fit and asking if that's the hardest he can punch.
He attempts to strike you again, but the warden raises his hand. Stop. It's meaningless. These people won't learn from violence. If that was all it took to fix their attitudes, they wouldn't be here.
Oh yeah, that thing that you need all those fancy little cogs and sprues to even get close to what I can do.
The warden addresses all of you as he says, well now, today is a special day for all of you. Today is your execution. Don't worry, there won't be any fanciful fair or anyone there to witness it besides yours truly. This is just a slaughter. At least in your last moments, I have hope that you will show dignity.
I'm gonna turn to one of the guards as he's talking about like being the only one to witness it, and I'm just gonna tell him, I think he jacks off to it.
The warden says nothing as you all are dragged to you see the center area where the circle is, that place that looks like it has shit stains on the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where you're going.
hell yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
Um,
think he's crying and he's gagged and he's crying. He's so scared right now.
okay.
So I'm gonna turn to Cable's character. I'm just gonna give him like a kind of like a dopey kind of like turn my head look. Like I'm just confused why he's crying.
Well, he doesn't know. He's just scared for his life.
Oi, fucking sog off it. And she's gonna like I'm gonna give him like I'm just gonna hit him with my elbow.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Freaking
End
Yeah.
him.
at least if you die,
He
you won't see the
runs.
monster. You won't see the monsters like I do.
So, if they're actually going to hit you with the elbow, I'll just say it's a RP action and not, not an actual attack meant to cause harm. Is that fine?
No, it wasn't hard. She's not trying to hurt him. She's
Ah, okay, okay,
jostling him, not
okay.
hitting him.
All right,
Yeah,
fair
I'm not
enough.
gonna actually hit Cable's character out the gate.
By the way, can we talk about this for a moment? Just slight mention this out of character. Does this remind you of Lucius? You were
It does a
reflecting
little
back.
bit. I mean, granted, Christ, I'm just saying this. No, I'm not just gonna immediately look at Cable while he's crying and be like, "Stop crying!" and just punch him across the face. I'm sorry. I'm not that emotionally deficient.
I mean, you guys do have your
I
like
mean, if
you
you all would
guys are
like,
wearing shackles. So let me describe this real quick. You're all wearing
got it.
essentially
Roundhouse
rags.
instead.
So brown, imagine it to be like brown rags, like the stuff that you would see kind of stragglers wearing, or people, like the people who dig up graves and such. Like essentially you're like a vagrant. Um, they didn't even give you a meal today, by the way, for your execution. So technically, this is, inhumane treatment because even back in the day, traditional norm will have you at least um, give you like a fulfilling meal right before your death. That's like mandatory usually. But this place is essentially for people who are hopeless in terms of rehabilitation. Sometimes they'd even give like the corpses of criminals to academical like institutions to do research, but you people have been branded to the point where they don't even want to use your corpses for anything. You're essentially just here to
Oi,
die, and your
I'll
corpses are
have you
thrown into
know.
the sea.
I'll have you know that pastor had it coming. He shouldn't have had a jellyfish for a face.
I get the reference. Nice, nice. All right. So let us continue. So you've both you and Cableman have described to me what your characters are going through. So Catherine, yes, that's the name, Catherine,
Yes.
and DuPont. The two of you have described what you're doing. Um, Yen, Violet, your characters, what are they doing? Are they merely silent? What do they think of the situation? Describe your thought process here.
Merely observing the situation,
I see. So you're
gaining
essentially,
information on the
I see,
habits of the other inmates.
I see. Calm to your execution. Your calmness is unnerving. So do me a favor. Make me a willpower check. So roll me a 1d100.
Motherfucker.
This is the fear of death coming to you.
He doesn't fear death. But where is it again? I don't see it.
Just roll on Discord. Well, just 1d100. Yeah, just roll on Discord.
Yeah, man, I don't see the channel
It's rolls. It's rolls.
on Discord.
It's rolls. COC. You
What the
probably clicked
fuck?
away.
Oh, I did. That's why.
Yeah, you see what I told you.
1D100, right?
Yes, 1d100. We'll just be using a flat 1d100. Roll me willpower. Okay, you
Okay,
succeed. Yeah, no
47.
fear of death. You have no fear of death. Your mind is like
Exactly.
steel, honed and focused. Even in this desperate situation where these people are essentially going to die, you know you're going to die today, but you're still looking for any opportunity to escape, to overcome, so that you may overthrow the government. Okay, So, we're gonna skip over Violet because she said she's a little bit busy. So, we're going to say I'm going to RP her character for her. Much like Yin's character, they are also calmly observing. Um, they are not as composed as Odin, but they are still as calm as one could be on their execution. There's acceptance and um, kind of confirmation of their fate on their face. So they can feel that, they've lost hope, but they're not in despair. They're just willing to accept the end result. So, you are brought to this room where you are lined up. The warden then says, "This will be the 17th execution of the new imperial year. You all are sentenced to the firing squad." He snaps his finger, and a group of guards stand in line, all holding their steampunk weapons, firearms, and pointing them at you. There will be only one volley of fire. For those who manage to survive, you will be thrown into the sea for the ocean to test your resolve to live. This is a formality, as most people don't even survive one shot, much less volley fire. But it's nonetheless a tradition that we have kept in this Erebus prison since its inception. Everybody deserves a second chance, even be it criminal scum like you. So, just as he is about to order your execution, a guard rushes into the chamber. He is sweating and he seems to be kind of out of sorts. The warden looks at him strangely. "What is the meaning of this? This is a formal execution. Even if these people are criminal scum, they at least deserve the dignity of not being interrupted." My apologies, sir. The guard gives
Oh,
a
nice. You forgot your
nervous
lubricant.
salute. Sorry, what did you say?
I said, I was like, the guard runs in nervously. You forgot your lubricant, sir. You're gonna chafe.
Okay. So, sir, this is important. We have a visitor. Visitor? And tell me, who is this visitor that it is so important that you had to interrupt an execution? Just as he says those words, a man walks in. This is a familiar man to people who have played the campaign, the other main campaign. Violet, Yin, and Cableman should know who this person is. Let me send a picture in COC imagery. Um, Give me a moment. Um, where's this COC imagery? Now, I should
I
also
got it. We
mention
kill him at dawn.
the the campaign here takes place. I mean, obviously, a few years in the past from when the main campaign takes place. So this is a little bit before you guys. What you call it? Ugh, a little bit before your characters in the other campaign. So you get to know what happens in the past essentially. All right, let me just find some
Mm.
imagery. Send. Whoops, wrong
Disney
one.
apparently Disney's now in the Palestinian shit. Jesus, crazy. Anyway,
All right, hold on. It's taking me I don't know why it's taking me so long.
I want to see what this person looks like because, like, I think I know who this is because I heard the talking last time.
There you go. So, for a bit of context here, these guys do know who that is. I'll just ask them. Yin, Cable, you guys know who that is, right? COC imagery.
Yeah, his
Mm,
his name was like Arthur Cornflakes or something like that.
Corn.
Arthur
Oh my god! Are you?
Cornelius.
cornflakes.
Oh my god! Arthur Cornflakes. Are you saying
Oh
he's a
my
part of an
God.
everyday nutritious breakfast? This
It's
whole thing was just a
Cornelius.
this whole thing was just a
It's
Oh my
Cornelius.
Yeah,
god!
yeah,
This whole thing
Cornelius.
was one giant cereal ad.
Sai,
That guy.
This is
you were there for the
He gave
previous session. Yes, you heard about the Queen's hand.
yeah. He okay. So I'm gonna tell you something. What I remember from last session, I remember that, and the fact that this man seems to have like 14 failed relationships, and all of those women just come back to bite him on the ass.
I don't think we're talking about the same person here.
I could have been misremembering.
No. You didn't meet him last session. He was mentioned the last session. So this was the main sort of antagonist of the first arc. He was behind everything, essentially. And his name, or at least what they know him by, is Cornelius. Um, and it was recently revealed in the previous session that he is the ninth, or he was the former ninth Queen's Hand. And from the information that these guys learned earlier as well, he was apparently the hero of the
Where
Opium
is
War.
Where
That's
is
how he got his position. So this takes place literally right after the end of the Opium War. So this character, right? He enters the execution grounds to meet Leon Gutenberg, the warden. As soon as the warden sees
Where
him,
is
he is
it?
surprised.
Mhm.
So, to what do I owe the honor, Sir Mitchell? He gives a formal bow. The person called Mitchell laughs as he says, "Such formality is not needed between you and I, old friend. I'm merely here as a messenger." The warden looks a little bit confused. A message? But why the urgency? This is the middle of an execution. I don't mean to, I don't mean any disrespect, but even for you, this is a little bit, well. Mitchell interrupts by saying, "I'm afraid I cannot let you kill these people, Sir Gutenberg. I have received a letter from the Queen herself. It has the signature of that man." Gutenberg looks confused for a minute before he remembers there's only one person who could be this elusive Mitchell could be referring to. So he asks him, "What is it this time? Does he demand more sacrifices?"
Hmm.
Mitchell says, "I'm not too certain about this, but these prisoners, they have been accepted onto the reeve. I do not know what qualifications they possess for this to be the case, but nonetheless the verdict is true. They were even mentioned by name." Now this is quite strange. None of you are famous enough to be mentioned by name, for someone who appears to be on this high of an echelon. So that should raise red flags in all of your minds. The warden looks a little bit scared, but he nods. "Very well then. Guards, Take these prisoners with us. We're walking to the cliffside. It seems that all these soldiers are quite disturbed. This is not the first time that something like this has happened. These are all elite soldiers, by the way, and yet all of them, without exception, are scared. It doesn't take a genius to realize this. They grab all of you and they start walking to the entrance of the prison before going outside. So, what is going through your minds as this is taking place? At the head of the at the head of this, obviously, you have Leon Gutenberg and the elusive man called Mitchell talking to each other. You can decide to listen in if that's what you like, but perhaps you have other things you want to do. So, anybody want to go first?
I think that Pierre Dupont is going to try to listen in on their conversation.
Okay.
I am going to really quick. Um, I am going to I'm gonna fall over backwards laughing, and point at the warden and just start jeering Gooseberg.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to give a kind of wry grin. Catherine stands up to her. How tall is she again?
Catherine.
She's like six.
Uh,
She's
she's
oh, she's
like
like
6.
6 foot.
She's like 6'3" or 6'2", quite tall for a woman.
Oh, sweet, nice. Yeah, she's gonna step to her full height, and then she's gonna just give this wry grin and just go like that. The devil hasn't given me up yet. One more night upon that ocean. One more sea of beasts to conquer.
Lord have mercy.
So the warden has not been paying attention to you. You're a
Mm.
little bit too far away, but nonetheless, let's just say the guards have heard you and they're not very happy. In fact, one of them wants to hit you, but the warden gave no such order, so they're restraining themselves. However, any other action might actually cause them to want to hit you again and disobey their orders. Don't recommend it again. Please don't lose too much HP. This is only the beginning. Oh my god.
Screw you. You brought me to be a voice of reason. I don't fucking care. But yes, I will respectively hold back my limited resource of HP.
Good. Good. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, Violet, Yin, what are you two doing? You've learned some interesting information here.
I will just say, just sit down,
Sit
rethink
down.
all of this. Or we're not sit down. We're just not sit down.
You're
Like,
walking towards the cliff with the
oh,
guards.
well,
Yeah, you're
okay,
walking
my
towards the
bad.
cliff.
Just I like I was with my family and shit like that. So
Yeah, no problem, problem.
I apologies. Uh, well, I was just say like we think about life. I guess we think about life.
I see, I see. Yin,
Just
what about you? What is going
life
through your mind here?
doesn't give a fuck.
Do
He
the
doesn't
guards have
care.
guns? Or
Yes,
No,
they
he
do.
doesn't.
They all have guns. Yes, they all have guns.
okay, never mind. Huh. I mean, there's nothing I can do really. I'll just calmly watch
I see. But
Oh,
and
what are you
see where it
thinking about
leads
the
us.
new
Cause
information? Like, you're seeing this
nothing much
person in
really.
front of
My
you.
head is empty. My head is empty. No thoughts.
So let me just mention this quickly. Violet, your character, since you're related to the
mhm.
drug trade, the figure in front of you, Mitchell, is a familiar figure to you. In fact, he should be the
Mm.
most terrifying person to your operation specifically, because that is the hero of the drug war. His name is his name is Elil Mitchell. Okay? and he was
Mhm.
quite literally the person who turned the tide of the war in the favor of the Lowen Kingdom.
I see.
Suppressed the
Alright.
entire opposing enemy fleet with one ship. Yeah,
Mhm.
this dude is amazing. So,
I see.
you also know another fact, okay? And this is a fact that's not well known, all right?
Mhm.
Recently, right, he was given the distinct honor of becoming a member of the Queen's Hand. The only reason that you know what the Queen's Hand is because your boss has spoken about them before, right? You were
Mhm.
overhearing the conversation essentially. The Queen's Hand are
Yes.
the ultimate kind of strongest enforcers underneath the Queen. Now, despite being called the Queen's Hand and their organization being located in the Lowen Kingdom, they are actually
Mhm.
beyonders from all over the known world, and technically, officially, they are the strongest beyonders. You don't know what that is because you don't know in the supernatural. You just think that these people are just really strong. You don't think they got any
Hmm.
supernatural powers or anything, but they are essentially, known internationally. The organization was founded in Lowen, but the queen herself doesn't necessarily command every action that they do.
Mhm. All right.
And you can tell this, by the way, if you look at his clothes, Mitchell, he's wearing
Mhm.
an emblem. It's split in half in two shades. Okay? One is blue and the
Mhm.
other is red. You have Roman numerals with the
Uh.
number 9, which is, 1x. And on one side, right, you have the symbol of kind of a half cross on the side where the 1 is. And on the side of the x, there is the sign of a kind of inverted moon. That is the
Mhm.
emblem of a queen's hand. And
Mhm.
each one is unique. All right?
Mhm.
Okay,
Right.
good. So as you're walking, you hear the guards whispering. I'm talking about Cable Man, by the way.
Mhm.
Um, you can't quite hear. You don't have to make a listen check for this, by the way. I'm giving you this for free.
Mhm.
You don't exactly hear what they're
Okay.
talking about at the head of the group, but you do hear some of the guards whispering about a ghost ship, about how amazing the figure Mitchell is and all his deeds, but all of that stuff kind of meshes together into a weird cacophony, and you can't quite make out the important bits right now. All right.
Interesting.
Huh.
Okay. So as you guys reach the cliff, the warden turns to all of you with a grim expression. Well, I don't quite know if this is your fortune or your misfortune, but nonetheless, you all have been chosen. It is not your fate to die here today, but perhaps you might wish that you had died today. He does not elaborate further. Instead, he orders the men, the guards, to tie you all up. Before one by one, all of you are pushed off of the cliff and are hanging on the rope from the side of the cliff. Reactions, guys,
Shit.
reactions.
You just get mine. Shit.
Okay. Anybody
Yeah.
else? Any other reactions? Anybody think about anything? What
Oh
about you,
wait,
Cable
I
Man?
can't be the only. I can't be the only fucking lad screaming right now because we're upside down. Come on, you fucking idiots!
I don't know. I'd be screaming like, "Oh God, I can't I can't breathe, or something like that.
Oh, that was in character, by the way. She's screaming that at you guys.
Canna.
All right.
Fuck you.
Are you just straight facing this whole thing, you bitch?
Okay. I want you to
I'm
listen.
going
I
to
want you to
die
listen.
next to a
You're
crybaby
Yin.
and
What's
a
your
piece of
reaction, bro?
stone.
Don't tell me this man is still cold faced. Like, bro, I don't care, bro. I'm just gonna die, whatever. Don't tell me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
I'm
God,
sitting there arm crossed. Arm crossed.
this man is armed cross upside down. This man is a Giga Chad.
Yes.
Do you look like I give a fuck now?
Hey yo. So you
You
all have been tied on one leg, and you've been essentially thrown over the cliff as you're all hanging there in the position of the hanged man archon. I think you guys have seen that before, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've essentially been left there. Everybody walks away, and you all will now make me a constitution check because you're upside down for multiple hours. Not good for you.
You fucker. Alright.
1d100,
Does
everybody.
anybody have a
1d100.
cigarette?
Yeah,
Okay.
just
Or
roll on
light a cig-
Discord.
Okay.
While you guys are doing that, can you guys wait for me for a moment? I gotta park my car
Shit.
properly. I'll be back in like 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What should we roll?
Oh, 1d100, just like everybody
What?
else.
What?
What?
Look at
You
the
pass out.
roll. Look at the roll.
What?
Oh my goodness.
What's wrong with the room? I don't. All right, I'll reload it. Maybe I'm missing something.
hmm
Yeah, I don't see it. It's still loading for me. What's going on?
Oh, I got a 95.
What was it?
Oh, we all have to roll for a D100. Okay, let's do this.
Remember.
I'm gonna see. I'm probably be the one that's gonna get like taken out. Let's go. Strike me down for my hubris.
Please don't. I need your sarcasm in this. I need your sarcasm.
No, I must die. Oh, I got 99. Holy shit. Holy fuck. That's right, bitches. I mean, yeah,
Good job.
yeah.
Just-
Ally of the people. Yeah,
Alright.
Twitter, love me. I'm gay and I'm winning at things by doing nothing.
Doing nothing.
Praise me.
Yes.
Slay queen. Back when the say,
Slay.
I need to get that meme where it's that Patrick like with like the slay fingers, like the nails and all of that. Whenever I get like really high rolls, so I can just flash it in Mystic's face.
Okay, I'm back, boys. What happened? What did you guys get?
I got a 99.
Yo, that's a
I got
crit.
a 74.
Wow, you
That's
guys are
right.
tough with your
95.
archons. What did you get, Cable? 95, bro. What? You
95.
guys? Okay, you know what? All of you have.
That's
Okay,
right.
I'll
That's
just
right,
describe it right now.
bitch.
So, all of you, after being hung upside down, essentially puke out your guts. For some of you who have not eaten since yesterday, there's not even any morsels of food left in your stomach, and instead, all you puke up is your stomach acid.
I thought not. I thought the higher was the better result.
Literally.
No, it's the opposite, Sai. Lower is better.
Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Lovely. This is just going so great for this lore, huh? For
So,
the
You know
all of
what?
you,
You know what I'm gonna reveal? I'm gonna say something. What comes out of me is just pure alcohol. Like even though it's some like, wait, how did you get any? And then you look back in her cell and they're gonna realize she's been brewing alcohol this whole time.
so all of you are disoriented. Okay?
Mhm.
So, sickly, all of you, well, I wouldn't say all of you, but some of you lose hope in living. Death would be better than whatever the hell you're going through here. But, just as night arrives, mist covers the entire cliffside everywhere. Everything is silent. Even the sea, which is normally quite turbulent by the cliff, is dead silent. Any reaction? You can't even see each other, by the way, just because of how thick the mist is.
You bastards! I better not be the only one left here vomiting.
Um, I'm probably going to call out, hey, we should probably try climbing up these ropes.
Um.
I don't have a climb stat, so fuck me, I guess.
Oh, that's
That's very
I
unfortunate.
might climb.
Fuck
That's
you
too bad.
guys.
Very unfortunate.
Do you have one?
I
Of
mean, you guys are
course.
upside down.
I'm a
One of
cat.
you, I mean, again, also I should mention, you guys are still, you still have your arms shackled behind your.
Uh, can I use locksmith for that? Because I have decent locksmith.
You can try. Roll me. Roll it. Roll me the 1d100 and see if you succeed or fail.
You got 100. You somehow call a meteorite down, which hits everyone.
Watch this, bitches. I got a 3. Boom.
Yo, okay. Through your
Hell yeah,
sheer
So
man.
tenacity
it's
and
flame.
unwillingness to die, you were able to use your bare hands, dislocating your thumb, to escape your bindings. And now your arms are free. What do you do?
All right, then I'm gonna try to climb up the rope
Give me a strength check, because you have
that's
to actually
tying my
reach
rope.
up to grab the rope where your feet is. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
Strength plus climb, by the way. Roll both. Roll both. Combine roll. Combine roll.
What do you mean combined? Just roll 1d100 in,
Roll it for both. So
or
1d100 twice. One for climb, one for strength. That's a combined roll. So you're doing two actions because you want to.
okay?
Yeah.
This is for strength, and then roll another for climb.
Yeah.
All right, and for climb. Oh, my climb is 50. Could I push that
Push it.
climb
Sure.
roll?
Go ahead, but remember, if you fail it, it'll be a fumble.
Yeah.
You sure?
So I was able to grab rope, but I'm not able to climb it. I'm wondering if I can like, and since I can't climb it anymore, can I just like tie off some kind of like knot in it to make to so I can like stand upright at least instead of just
So
like fall back down?
the rope is directly connected to a lock through a wire. So there's nothing to unlock there. There's no knot. It's just simply connected. So you'd have to break the bindings on your legs in order to get it off, or to cut the rope, I guess. While he's doing that, is nobody else going to do anything? Like you don't see this man or you don't hear this man struggling.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna try and physically break out of my cuffs.
Roll me strength on the hardest difficulty.
Fuck you.
So just a 1d100, and it has to be a fifth of your strength.
Fuck you. Please don't let me down low. Damn, I was one
Oh,
off.
spend the
Ooh,
luck.
that would have been.
You know what?
No.
Wait, I could spend a luck. What's that mean?
So luck points are interesting. If you fail a roll, you can sacrifice your luck by the amount of points you need to succeed the roll. So in this case, it would be one
Okay,
point
why isn't
to get
one?
the.
I yeah. So I'm gonna sacrifice one luck point. Let me break this bitch. Hiya!
You're breaking the bindings for your arms, right?
Yeah. Duh. Not my
Okay.
legs.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, your sheer physical strength is so incredible that the bindings actually shatter as your arms are now free.
I'm gonna look over at well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Look, there's so much mist, right? Damn it. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna grab onto my rope and kind of try to, like, pull myself up so I can at least be upright, like over the top rope it's connected to.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat that? What are you trying to do?
So you said that these ropes were tied to another rope that's actually keeping us suspended, right? So it's like a system of like
But
one major rope that goes sideways, and the rest
it's
of us.
directly connected, like
Mm.
inside the mechanism of the lock on your legs.
Yeah. What I'm asking is, so they are two different ropes, correct?
Yes, there are.
So I could still straddle the upper one.
Yes, do me strength.
Oh my god. Hardest difficulty or no?
No, 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 normal difficulty.
All right, come on, bitch. Come on, don't fuck me. Yes. Okay. Thank God. All right. Yay. I'm on top. So I'm no longer upside down. Thank fuck.
Okay. Good, 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 good. What about Violet and Yin? These two managed to get out of their shackles. What about you?
Uh-huh.
Violet, intimidate your shackles.
the f-
Charm them. Use your
You have
Korean
this
manhwa powers.
you have the same strength
uh
as Sai. Perhaps you might want to try something similar, or maybe you have your own method. Who knows? A smarter method. By the way, I should mention this
Seduce the
as a hint.
DM.
Let me just give this as a hint here. Despite you guys not being able to directly
okay.
see each other thanks to the mist, you can still see the silhouette of the people hanging next to you and hear the noise. It's not that difficult to figure out where their
Oh
position
no.
is in the mist.
Oh no, monsters.
The fuck? I cannot do the man voice. I'm sorry.
What are you doing, Violet?
You
What are
know
you gonna
what?
do?
Okay. Okay, so I'm just hanging there and just hear someone just free, just already free at this point, right?
Two people are free
Is
and trying to climb.
ooh, Lord have mercy. Okay. I might as well do the same thing. Like try to free myself as well. Uh,
While Violet is thinking, Yin,
Hey.
what about you? What are you doing?
We are upside down, right? We are
Yeah, we're up. Yeah, we're
our
upside
hands
down.
are bounded and we're hanging from our feet, right?
Yes, but you're an exception. The reason why, um, these guys have their arms behind their back, in the lock,
Mm-hmm.
right? But yours is to the front because you basically twisted your arm to get it to the front to you know for the pose. We can't retcon that. You had your arms crossed, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Remember that? So
Can I
yours is
physically break out of the restraints and climb up with only my hands?
potentially, but is that the method you want to go down?
Yes, I'm confident.
All right, give me strength. Give me strength.
So, did I pass?
Ah, nope.
Wait, what?
Remember to break the shackles like
Ah.
Sai, it's strength at the hardest difficulty.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. So it would have to be the third stat, 1/5 of your strength, which let me check. Let me check it. I think it's 13 for you. Yeah, it's 13. You needed to get a 13,
Oh.
bro. Yeah. It's fine. There's a smarter way to go about this. Like there are two people free right next to you. What is to stop you guys from just swinging and then grabbing somebody else on the other side?
Okay.
It's not that difficult, guys.
Yeah, can I swing and bite someone and use them to latch on?
I'll bite them. Hey yo,
I mean, my hands are bound. My
So
legs too.
wait, so wait, are they still hanged? The other two, the ones that are free,
they're
or they're
trying
like
to climb up. Imagine it like trying to do a pull up, pulling themselves up to grab the rope by their leg as they're dangling off.
I didn't
okay,
And
try.
okay.
I succeeded.
yeah, and they're trying to pull. They're trying to climb
Hey,
you.
hey, after you guys done climbing, can one of you sweethearts be can help us too?
Um, how? I like you out of character, but I mean, I don't even know you in character. Well, damn it.
Um, we're
So
trying to.
Yin, give me a dex for what you're trying to do.
Wrong.
1d100. Come on, let's go. Wow, that's okay. Yeah, you succeed. So you managed to swing in your position,
Mhm.
and you managed to grab onto uh, everybody. Roll me a 1d4.
1D100.
1d4, 1d4.
Oh,
Excuse me. Managed to grab onto who? What now?
I'm 1d4 is for your position, so I know who's where. Yin, Violet, come on, 1d4.
hmm. I already did. That's one.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I already
Sai.
did.
Waiting on Sai
You're
and
good.
yeah, you alone, Sai. Yeah, you know what? You don't need to roll. Yours is the only one left. So we have 1, 3, 4. So you're 2. Um, Yin, which one are you? Yin, you're 3, which means the one next to you is Sai. You will
God
grab
damn it.
onto. Fuck is her name again? Catherine. There we go. You grab onto the woman fiercely. What's the reactions here? What's going on?
I am going to. Okay. Mystic, do me a favor. Roll me a 1d100
Why?
to do it.
All right.
If it's above 50, you will get the good reaction. If it's below, then you'll get the not so good.
All right. Let's give it a try. It's
Okay,
above.
good. Okay, she recognizes you, not as a monster, but as one of the people she could not save from her last voyage. So without thinking, she is going to reach down, grab you by the scruff of your neck, and just kind of place you on the same, like, the upper part of the rope with her.
Wait, for who?
Yin.
Oh, okay.
Damn, man got manhandled, woman handled.
Choke me.
Okay, so most of you are
Wait,
like, we'll say Cable is about a quarter of the rope to the second, and then both Yin and Sai are at the midsection where the two ropes intertwine. And the only one who's lowest is Violet. Now, here's the interesting part. You are the first to notice,
Mm.
far into the distance, well, not that far, but, you know, far enough that you don't immediately notice it. There is a green light shining through the mist.
Green Lantern?
The fuck?
Light, bro.
The
Yeah,
what?
Green Lantern's might. Oh my god, we're all gonna die.
He takes a closer look. Tries. The fuck is that?
Victorian. Victorian. Victorian.
I mean, fine. Sorry, you gotta say Fook. The fuck is that?
The fuck is that?
Ain't no way. Ain't no way you trusted this man to
Uh,
say that. Why did you say
I
that?
can't. Okay.
Oh my
I
god,
love
bro.
tricking people.
Oh my god.
I don't even.
Haha, you were easy to manipulate. So
Okay, you know what?
easy.
Trick me. Okay, I was just say, what is that? There you go. This is that.
Your
So
brain is but pudding
do
beneath
you
my
actually
spoon.
want to see what that is properly?
Hmm. If I get up these ropes, then yeah.
That was said with the same energy as like, yeah, I'll fuck your mom.
If
Okay,
I get
so
out of
I
these
think
ropes, then yeah, I will take a look. Yes. Go. Sorry.
so. Here's what's going to happen. I don't know how much attention the rest of you are paying, but are you paying enough attention that you perhaps might see the green light in the distance?
Maybe.
Yes.
Cable?
The green light? Yes, we are seeing the green light as we're trying to climb up the ropes.
Okay, I see.
Hmm. Should I
Um,
say
I'm
something?
trying to follow along, but I'm losing it somewhere.
you mean the session, or you
Hmm.
mean like in
Yeah.
terms of like your character?
Um, the plot line.
You guys are hanging, essentially. You're trying to climb.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I remember. We're
What?
still just climbing
Okay.
up the
So
ropes.
we have managed mostly, aside from Violet, to get ourselves up there onto the upper parts. And Violet, though, because she's down there, her character saw a green light in the distance that's getting closer.
Okay,
Okay?
got it.
All
Yeah.
right, beautiful. All
Should I
right,
say
okay.
something?
If you want to tell the other guys, that's up to you.
I was just gonna say, hey, do you guys notice that or no?
The
Or is it just me?
casual tone. That's what gets me.
Well, I'm sorry,
Oh,
I
like I'm
can't do
gonna,
the man
like,
voice. I cannot.
like I'm gonna trust some nasty little fucking clover eater.
Oh my goodness.
So, indeed,
Oh,
it
oh
becomes
shit, what is that?
almost apparent as the green light is so close that you see everything around you. illuminated in that familiar, well, green.
Fuck.
The silhouette of a ship is visible through the mist.
A flying Dutchman? I'm playing.
Wrong ship. You should have said Black Pearl.
I know,
That
I'm
would
just joking. I'm joking. No, no, I know. I'm joking. That's not in character. I'm sorry.
have. What about the rest of you? What?
That's a
Any of
sad
you
joke.
got any reactions?
I'm wait, so I am going to think about it, and she's gonna tell them all. All right, lads, we got to drop. That's a ship, all right.
This is great.
Yeah, you just sound enthusiastic, don't you?
Mm. How are
So,
Don't
you?
me. You're still down there. I can hear you.
Well, it's time to get your ass down here.
Oh, says the one that's already still stuck down there because there's no upper body strength, huh?
Well, if you could have, after climbing me, could have at least helped me as well.
What
We're
am I
all
supposed
in
to
this
do?
together.
Carry your pansy ass all the way up, huh?
Why cannot? Jesus.
Oh, clearly you can't. All of that muscle probably went somewhere else, huh?
Jesus
damn.
Christ, one of these people.
So, hold on. An interruption between your little conversation here. You hear a cannon
Hmm.
shoot in your direction. The noise is deafening, and the stillness that pervades everything around you is enveloped by a booming sound. Something
Oh shit.
shatters right above you. The cannon has fired something right above you, where the top of the rope is, into the side of
Oh
the cliff.
god.
Uh,
Reactions.
All
Any
right.
of you want to do anything in particular?
Pissant. No, she is going to just brace herself for the swim. You actually know. Yes, I know what I'm going to do. Mystic, I'm going to remove the bindings on my legs.
Oh, that is
I'm
reinforced.
not having this. I'm not.
You
God, you
really,
bitch! You just want to make us all.
can't. No. There's a reason for that. That's because in your cell you were tied to the floor with chains, not necessarily your arms. You were free to move around. It's just that there was that special chain on your leg that is actually made of
You are
binding.
a bastard.
So,
oh my
and
god.
anyone else trying to do anything? This one is struggling to get the bindings off their legs. What about the rest of you?
Uh, I'm still stuck here.
All right, you there. I'm going to point at the other one who managed to get up here before me. You managed to undo your bindings, right? Do my legs.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to undo my leg bindings as well, and then swing over and help other people undo theirs if there's any time left before we get blasted.
In order to do that, you'd have to swing over towards their side, grab onto their at least some part of them so that you don't go back, and then you'd undo theirs before you did yours because it's easier to do somebody else's than yourself. So you have to make a choice here. Are you going to be selfish and try with yourself, or are you going to help out these guys?
Um, he's gonna do the night. He's gonna do the selfless thing, and he's gonna swing over and try to help someone. Uh, yeah, help Psy or Violet
Okay, so the
Yeah.
closest
undo
to you,
their
The closest to you is Yin and Sai, who are there.
Violet.
Um, you swing over to them. I won't let you do dex for that. It's not necessary. However, I will have you do locksmithing to um open the locks to her legs. You can use the remnants of your own bindings, by the way, as material to try and pick this lock.
Wait,
So
wait, I got a question though.
go ahead, Violet.
Oh wait, no, no. Oh wait, no,
Oh,
never mind, never mind.
All right.
Is it, I was gonna ask, do I have anything to cut
No,
the
no,
or because like
no.
I don't do pick lock or anything.
well,
All right,
that's
all
a
right.
30 on a 30, so that's a fail. Do I spend 10 luck to do it, though?
I do you really want to do that? I'm telling you right now, it's probably not worth it. Like, not being honest.
Yeah.
Save your luck, my guy.
Yeah, in that case, it's a fail. It's a fail. 40
So,
on my 30 luck.
so you are in the process of trying to get the lock off, right? Um, if in the next turn or quote unquote you could try again, but you're kind of frantically trying to undo the lock. All three of you are stuck together, by the way. I want you to know how funny this is. Mid-air, one of you is holding themselves upright with their sheer brute strength while holding somebody else, and you are grabbing onto their legs trying to undo their bindings. Like, this is hilarious to look at. So,
I'm just still tied down here.
from the crater
I'm gonna.
where the
Mm.
where something was fired at you from a cannon, you hear a voice. Oh, how riveting! Out of the crater on the side of the cliff, as the debris falls, you see the silhouette of a person standing on the cliffside without gravity affecting them.
The
Did they
Reactions,
put
reactions.
booze in our vomit?
What happened?
I
Oi.
take it I shouldn't call
No.
out, hey, mister.
Mhm.
what the?
Oi. Are you one of those? I was just gonna ask. Are you one of those fucking monsters too?
Yeah, can you
Ah,
help us undo our findings?
this batch is quite feisty. Good, good. We need some spirit on the board. He grabs
What?
the top side of all of the ropes that connect you guys, and with brute strength alone, snaps them as he's literally the only one holding you, stopping you from falling. He takes out a horn and blows it. Just then, you see the ship coming closer and closer.
What is this?
Reactions, reactions before we continue. Anybody? Anything?
Who are you? What is this?
Um.
Who are you? I'm not gonna do the man shit.
She's gonna be like this. So you didn't answer my question. Are you a monster?
He does not even register you, as he's preparing for an Olympic leap. By using the cliff face as footing, he jumps an impossible distance, pulling the rest of you who are tethered to the rope with him as he lands on the ship, and you all fall on the main deck. Right, if you check the image, right around here. Right there, somewhere here, on this side. Reactions, reactions. Come on, boys.
Where? Where exactly?
I
exactly?
mean, uh,
Over here on
Wait,
this
I
side.
don't see it.
That's right, over here, over here.
so one
Go,
more time, we fell on his ship.
yeah, you fall on the ship. Albert, check the ship. You fall over here.
Okay. I am
Great,
going.
great.
Catherine is
Uh,
going to make a fucking vomiting. So you know what? I'm gonna vomit all over fucking. Yeah, I'm gonna vomit all over Violet. Bleh.
Well, Violet's the furthest away, though. The one closest to you is Yin and Cable.
Damn it! All right, you
oh,
two. You guys get coated in absolute fucking alcohol.
You guys can react to this, by the way, to get out of
ugh,
the way. Roll me dex for those of you who don't want to be
ayun.
covered in vomit.
I really don't want to be. Actually, well,
Not you, Violet. Not you.
okay, okay.
And pop me on here somewhere. Hippie.
By the way, for those of you confused about sides of a ship, check COC imagery. That's port, that's starboard, that's stern. Don't get confused.
All right.
Mm,
Okay. All right, Mister.
okay, okay.
You guys
I
are
failed my
port.
vomit housing roll.
You failed the roll. Let me see the deck.
Oh god.
Oh my god. What about you, Yin? You want to get out of the way of the vomit, or are you just accepting it?
I'm getting out of it.
Okay, then roll dex. Roll dex.
Yes. 2100. And guess I'm not going out of it.
Both of you are
Damn.
slathered in
Godly.
vomit. However, this
She
isn't
is.
even.
She is
There's no
actually.
food. There's no food. It's only
Can I wipe it? Wipe
stomach.
it back on her.
Sure, you can.
She's actually gonna feel bad because she still is delusionally seeing you as one of her old crewmates, and she's just gonna be like, "Oh, sorry about that. Christ, I'm so sorry." And she's gonna start like she actually tears off a piece of her out, like one of her sleeves, just to try and wipe you off with it.
Um, Tearing off part of your sleeve shows off half your cleavage. Are you sure about this? You know what? Never mind. You've already done
She's
it. Let's
just
do
doing
it.
what she needs to do.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. Modesty is not to be expected from the Scottish.
Not from this woman,
So, so
and that's why she's a keeper.
what about you guys? The rest of you guys standing up? Oh, Violet. I'm talking about you specifically.
Well, I'm still tied up, so.
You can stand up. It's not like it's impossible to stand.
Oh, I guess I'll try to stand up. Yeah.
So you take
Yeah.
in, for those who are paying attention, this is truly an antique ship. In fact, it looks like a very big seafaring vessel. Its exact purpose is unknown, as the ship's design is quite unique and unorthodox compared to uh, most um, most communal ships these days. By the way, the scythes are not actually there. It's just the best image I could find to depict this. What I'm thinking
Mhm.
of. There is
Mhm.
green fire, which is the source of the green light you saw before on various parts of the ship, lighting it. Reactions, reactions, boys.
She's actually just gonna simply say, "Well, that's certainly a performance."
What's happening now?
Would it kill you to have a little more emotion? Would it? You know, big, tough, and muscly. We just fell off a fucking cliff.
Do I look like I give a fuck?
Clearly not. Clearly you don't.
No shit.
Oh,
The
I
big
have some
strong
words for
man.
you.
Uh, is this your really opinion of me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Last time I checked, my opinion about some chiseled out little features doesn't really make someone a man.
Did I ask for your stupid opinion? Obviously, I did
I
not.
guess not. Speaking of, how's it feel that I fucking outdid you on that rope, huh?
Hmm?
That's what I thought.
Hmm.
But that thing in your trousers is even shorter than this rope.
Interruption. Both of you roll me a
Uh-huh.
1d2. Pray to God one of you does not get 2.
1d2?
1d2. You fools.
Eh.
Wow. Wow.
That's just my day. That's just my day. Really.
Side 2. Oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh.
I
See,
will
that's
use a
it. See,
luck.
you're such a shit in the character. We're going down together,
I,
so
oh, you know what? At least we're going down. At least we're going down together. You
exactly.
know, friends.
We're going down
So,
together.
here's the deal.
Typing
Friends
shit.
forever.
Both of you are shot in the leg.
Ow!
Roll me 1d4, both of you.
Jeez.
All right. She's just gonna simply say, "Ow, you friggin' old bastard!" All right.
I got 2.
I'm in the middle of a fucking raid.
1d4, both of you. Come on.
Yes, I know. I'm in the middle of a freaking raid too at the time of this. Eh, 2.
Got the
Yeah,
same.
yeah. Together forever.
So, both of you will take 2 damage. Um, Let me just quickly do this.
Ow.
Also, you guys will be having a major wound because it's bleeding.
Hmm. Hmm?
Hold on, let me just quickly add it to the stat sheet. Um, 2 damage, that brings you down to 11. Alright, okay. So, both of you are bleeding as you are gasping in pain. Alright?
Uh-huh.
A
Uh,
very,
Ow. What was
a,
that for?
a
Sorry.
reasonably well-dressed man. And, like, 2 men, okay, hold on. Let me do this properly. 2 men can be seen before you.
Mm.
One of them is dressed flamboyantly, quite feminine in appearance. The other is one dressed for war, wearing standard military attire. For those who are interested, you might want to try, perhaps figuring out where the attire is from, because it is an actual military uniform. Perhaps you'd recognize it. Anybody?
Hmm.
fine. May I try?
You're the one in pain. Are you seriously thinking about that right now? Then again, he's the man holding the
I
gun,
want.
which is
I want to
still
realize the
smoking.
fucker who. Yeah, yeah. He's the fucker who just did that. So yeah. Sorry, my attention's on him now.
So,
Oh
roll
my god.
me
Fucking.
roll me natural history. which is the you just your I think I wrote it for you, right? Natural history.
I have a question. If we don't have stats in a skill, what do we do?
You use the standard one between brackets. So, for example, if you pick like accounting, you don't have any points in that, so you use the five. The what's between brackets is your baseline. So, in order to succeed an accounting check, you need to roll a five or below, if that makes sense.
So then your
So,
natural history,
so natural history is natural world on your stat sheet. It's the one you put 50 points in.
which is oh okay, thank God.
Natural world, yeah. Wow.
72.
Wow.
Shit. Whatever. I just got shot.
You do not know the specific like battalion or unit that uses this uniform, because each of the units in particular different organizations and sub branches of the military wear different uniforms. You can't recognize which one this is, but from the colors, which is a kind of dark blue, this is definitely from the Intis Republic. So this is a soldier, or at least they're wearing the uniform of a soldier from the Intis Republic. As that kind of cursory glance reveals that information to you, this person has already walked closer to you, grabs you by the hair, and then puts their still piping hot gun towards your neck, kind of burning you. They brought a
I am
woman
going.
aboard.
I'm going to grunt right with that and tell him I know about your uniform. That hat of yours tells me of a great military career, and that you're a fucking asshole.
Well, at least this one has spunk. Basically throws you back towards the floor.
Yeah, a lot more than what. And she's gonna bite back with, and more than those little tea bags between your nuts.
The other man, on the other hand, is a bit more stylistic in his approach. Such an exaggerated, suave walk. Honestly, they don't belong on some ship in the middle of the ocean. They belong on a a fashion organization. What do they call them in the Victorian era? What do they call them? The Yen, you
Tailors,
know?
they're
No, no,
still
not the
tailors.
not the tailors. I'm not talking about the tailors. They had a specific name for the fashion
A
shows they used
couture,
to do.
a couture. Are you talk like a gala
Wasn't
party?
it?
Those like,
It wasn't necessarily a party. They had like I'm not
I
talking about the
mean,
costume parties. They had like a way. They had like specific models they picked, and then they would kind of show off new products for the nobility. We'll just call them a
it
model.
was.
We'll just call them a model. There was a name for it. I forgot. Um, in case they don't look like they belong on a ship with a bunch of rowdy sailors. They go up to Victor and cup his cheeks. My, this one is a cutie. Why do you have to be so rough, Silas? They are creepily touching you. This is a man. Reaction, boys.
I feel like I need to write him, the person playing him, a very strong worded essay on representation.
Shut the hell up, bitch. Cable, Yin. You
I
guys are
just assumed
seeing.
this whole time yeah, I just assumed this whole time I've just been dealing with like, oh my god, I just got puked on. This is disgusting.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's what's taken me to now.
So, Yin, what about you? What are you doing?
I'm more distracted by cleaning up the puke on me.
Both of you are cleaning puke, bro. Oh, you're on a strange ship. Two
Yes,
people just got shot,
it's the most
and
important thing.
you two are worried about puke. What the hell, bro? You guys are
Well, I
different.
was not the one shot. I was not the one shot. That's why.
No, it was really gross. It got down my shirt. It was disgusting.
Bruh, you guys are built different. Oh my god.
My goodness.
Well, it was like alcohol and bile. That in puke and alcohol coming back out, like it's disgusting. Like I was trying not to vomit this whole time. You know, cleaning the puke out. It was I think I did puke once, but then I swallowed it. It was gross.
I see. Quite vivid. Very well then. The flamboyantly dressed young man steps forward. Silas, let me do the introduction this time. I fear you may harm these rookies a little too much. The man dressed in military uniform, called Silas, steps back, grunting, allowing the flamboyantly dressed man to take the stage. Well, now, you all seem a little eccentric. Well, that's good. A bit of personality and spunk is needed if you're going to survive on this ship. Oh, where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Oscar Wilde. I am the boatswain. I'm in charge of the lower deck.
Oh
I will be
God.
seeing to your I will be seeing to your living quarters. Pleasure to have you aboard.
She's going to so she's just going to go first ghost ship and now a ferry.
Unfazed by the gunshot wound still bleeding. You guys are hardened criminals, alright?
Mm.
Oscar
She's too
walk
exhausted and hungry to care about a wound.
Oscar walks up to you, and just like they did for Victor, they kind of cup your face as they stare into your eyes. What an annoyingly pretty face. Almost makes me want to cut it up.
I see.
She is going to stare him down equally and then simply tell him, "You have a cute nose."
Oh, why
Goodness.
thank you. Honestly,
Mm.
nobody pays attention to how perfect the symmetry on my face is. Leave it to a woman to notice little things like that. Only brutish men are aboard this ship. Well, at least somebody can appreciate the arts.
Victor just stays silent.
Yeah, she's gonna tell you. You remind me of someone I know. I was gonna wife him up a few years back.
Hey, yo.
Mm. Victor looks at her confused.
I'm flattered, dear, but
I know what I said.
I'm afraid women aren't my taste.
She just kind of shrugs.
Silas stands there annoyed. Oscar, get to the point. Yes, yes, I'll start. Well then, allow me to introduce Mr. Grumpy over here. This is Silas, Silas of Mirth. He is in charge of the main deck, and he is the one who will be giving you orders starting tomorrow. I suppose I should start from the beginning. First of all, welcome aboard the Phantom Reeve. We are the crew. Most people just call us a bunch of monsters, villains, etc., etc. But our third mate seems to call us the Phantom Troop. If you ask me, I think he reads too many novels. But nonetheless, I suppose it
Oh my
is
god,
still catchy. Anyway, you dirty
Mm.
little vagrants have been accepted, approved, and taken by our captain. Your lives are now part of this ship. Our job is one that, well, shall we say, nobody willingly wants to do. There are rules, of course. I will be the one who will inform you of them. Now, listen closely now. You don't want to break any of these. The captain is not a patient man. The first rule is quite simple. The captain is always right. If he says the sky is gray, then lo and behold, you must believe the sky is gray. Second rule, no one is to wander across the ship without express permission. Things are a little bit strange on this ship, as I'm sure you'll soon notice. That's why, for your own safety, I recommend you stay in your lane. The third rule is to always follow the commands of your superior officers. Who knows? Perhaps you might be promoted. Someday, I might even be taking orders from you. Well, I suppose I should give you something to strive for. As for the fourth rule, it is quite simple. Only the strongest will survive on this ship. If you don't hurry up and get used to this life, I'm afraid you will be devoured. There are a few other rules, but these are specific to whatever area it is you're visiting. These are just the main rules as issued by our captain. So then, any questions? Reactions, reactions, boys.
She is simply going to nod her. She's just gonna nod her head as if already taking to ship life.
Victor nods as well.
Cableman, Yin, what about you two?
Mm, my character's past history would say that he kind of panics a bit because he's a coward, but uh, I don't want him to do that.
Hey man, just go
So
with what your
I think
character says.
he'll just like nod in a sense of camaraderie with the other people he's in this bad situation with.
Yen, what about you, old friend? Your worldview has quite literally been shaken. You've seen something crazy.
Mm,
Nothing?
mm.
Um,
Can I ask them how to obtain power like them?
Sorry, what? Well,
How to gain power like them.
say it in character for me, please.
What?
Say
He's
what you
asking you to
just
say your
said.
question in
Yeah,
character.
yeah. Say it in character.
In character.
Yeah. How would he
Oh,
ask it?
okay. Your power is quite fascinating. How can I gain power such as yourselves?
The one who
That's
answers
what I
this
say
time.
to their yeah.
Yeah. The one who answers this time is not Oscar, but instead Silas, as he steps forth and says, "Power is gained by devouring another. On this ship, the weak are devoured and the strong become stronger. If you wish to obtain power, then you must strive to survive and gain merit. The captain always rewards those who do a good job. That is how you become stronger."
And say, what if I devour one of the weaker members?
As long as you don't cause trouble, you can do whatever you please. When he says trouble, he's referring to the rules. So then, it doesn't worry you that a person you just came here with said he's going to devour weaker members. Huh?
Catherine is just gonna fix him with a little bit of a glare, and that's it.
Cable? Violet? What about you two?
Um, gonna how do I react? I'm drawing a blank.
It's fine, it's fine. I mean, you're still the coward. I'd assume you'd be shivering.
Yeah, coward shivering on a spooky Scooby Doo Flying Dutchman ship. Partly catatonic from all the sensory overload. Um, maybe that is a reasonable thing to do. Just go crazy and it's everyone for themselves and uh yeah, maybe he's on the verge of running away right now.
I'm going to, as I see him like that, Catherine is just gonna like grab him by like the scruff, when she sees him like itching to run. And she's gonna tell him, "You lived through that prison, didn't you? This will be a piece of cake."
I see.
I
So,
suppose.
Oscar tells you, well now, I suppose I should be showing you to your quarters. However, I imagine you all are quite disoriented. Worry not, I am not an impatient person, unlike these brutish men. I'll be waiting for you on the lower deck. When you are ready, you may come visit me. So he starts walking away, and Silas has actually left before him to go do other duties. Now, you guys are free to explore the main deck, and there are other members around and stuff like that. You can go talk to them and learn about your surroundings, because this is going to be the place where most of you are going to be for most of the time.
Hmm. Hmm.
Perhaps
All right.
information, asking people about the ship, what
I
the hell is
wanna.
up
I
with the
wanna. I
crew.
wanna ask.
You've seen,
I
by
wanna.
the way,
So I'm gonna try.
before you continue, let me just say this. You've just seen a man do something completely supernatural, and yet none of you have. I've not forced you guys to take a sanity check. Normally, I would, but I wanted you guys to do that yourself. Remember, none of this is normal. This is surreal.
My character literally mass murdered people because they're monsters. This is small potatoes.
I want you to know,
Victor
out of
just
character, you never actually killed a monster. You were hallucinating, essentially. So you only killed
I
people.
know. I know. I was saying that's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Like that is a sight in her brain. Yeah, she's already kind of mentally fucked. Like this is like at least he had a human face.
All right.
I've been kind of cowering. I just haven't formally done the sandy checks. I
You know what? Sure. If it makes Mystic feel better, I'm gonna do it right now because honestly, this whole day's been a roundabout. Let's just fucking do it. 1d100, right?
Yeah, this is for willpower. Willpower will decide if you can do a sanity check. So I guess all of you roll willpower since Sai's doing it.
73.
snack.
Oh no, I succeeded. Yay!
I'll be right back.
No sanity check for me, bitch.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Logic, don't interrupt, bro.
Well then.
Shut that up.
Can't you just like mute him
I
No.
can, but I
server
don't want to
wide?
do that.
We could just move to the
Yeah, we could, but he
other
also
hall.
has access there. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Why don't
I'm
you just
sorry.
restrict access?
It's a little too much effort. Let's continue. He's not gonna bother us.
I'll be right back though. I'm gonna go get a
So
eat.
All right.
I got a 70. So I succeeded mine. Thank God.
What's your
And I'm
willpower? 75,
get
right?
back to. Yeah, I got
All right.
73.
Okay. So what about you, Cable Man? Did you succeed?
nope. I failed. I got an 87.
Then roll me sanity.
No.
By the way, so here's the thing. Here's the deal. Okay, I need to introduce these new die. Uh, when you're gonna be doing certain actions, there is something called the human die. This is essentially if you're doing something within human action, which is not a occupational skill, um, you can use the human die as an extra bonus die. So you would roll your normal D100, and then if you use the human die, um, this is essentially for cinematic purposes. You shouldn't use it all the time, but if you really want to succeed something, it's like a push roll without risk, where you can use the. I'm not going to let you use it for every single roll, but if it's for a really important roll that you really want to succeed, you can roll it, which is a separate 1d100, and you'll pick the highest without a push roll. Like think of it as a plot roll. All right. Besides that, we also
Okay.
have something called the occupational die, which is as long as you're doing something, one of the skills that is part of your occupation, so one of the check mark skills on your stat sheet, you can roll 2 die and you'll pick the highest. So every time you use one of the skills on your that's check marked on your stat sheet, you roll twice, 1d100 twice, and then you pick the highest one. All right?
For if we use one of our job skills.
Yeah,
Well, that's
you
pretty
pick.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the last die is called the insight die. Now, you guys are on a supernatural ship, and you're going to be encountering supernatural things. Some things are beyond the human kind of ability, and you can use the insight die, which is a 1d6. This is important. You're going to roll 1d6, and this is going to give you knowledge that is unknowable, technically. It's like listening to voices in the cosmos, or gleaming something from the madness of what it is you're staring at. This die is only applicable if you encounter something inhuman. So it's like sacrificing sanity, and you know you're gonna lose sanity anyway, so you're like, okay, let me get the best out of this. Let's see if I can learn something out of that insanity that I'm about to experience. So when you encounter some supernatural monster, you take a sanity check. At the same time, you can roll an insight die, and depending on what you get, 3 being the normal kind of mark that I want you to get to succeed normally. 4 and 5 are essentially basically an extra, where you get what you need to get, the information, but a little bit extra. And then 6 would be like a critical success. But
Okay.
remember, the higher your insight die, you might gain something a little bit too much extra, and that's going to affect your Cthulhu Mythos stat. I don't know if I've explained this before to you, Sai. The Cthulhu Mythos stat that you see on your stat sheet, you do not want that to go up because it does bring some benefits, but it also brings demerits. So the Cthulhu Mythos stat is how much like Eldritch truth you've learned, like throughout your journey, how much it's permanently affected you. So I'll give you an example. If say you got like 4 in Cthulhu Mythos, your sanity maximum would decrease by 4. So in your case, let's say you had 20 max sanity, right? It will go down by 4 to 16, which means no matter what you do, even if you get back sanity points, it will never go above 16. So it basically takes down the max threshold. But in return, because you're connected to the mythos, some of your spells might be stronger, or some insight checks might be a lot better and give you more information, etc., etc. So for the madness, you do get certain points extra.
Mhm.
Make sense?
Yes.
These are the 3 new die that I added to make the game a little bit better for you guys. We good?
Hmm.
All right, let's continue. You guys can go explore. I don't know if you guys want to talk to each other or maybe talk to other people you see on board, but go ahead.
Okay. Uh, so I'm just gonna say, Mystic, thank you for the session, but I actually am quite exhausted.
You gotta go?
I'm just extremely tired. Thank you for the session.
I agree. I think this
So we
is a
stopping
good
it.
place to leave it.
We stopping it here?
We're stopping here.
All right, okay, fair enough. I mean, we got to a good stopping point.
Thank you for the session. Seriously. Thank you to our audience for watching. Seriously, love you guys. Even though I might be like probably the most annoying player here.
Man, it's going to get manhandled.
Excuse me.
You heard nothing.
Anyway.
I mean, if I'm being completely honest, Yeah, today was just not really our day. I'm gonna be completely real. We spent like, what is it, 4 hours waiting on both people and, trying to get the character stuff out of the way.
Maybe we should have done it sooner, like a
Probably.
days in advance.
Yeah, we should have done that. But I didn't expect us to actually go through the sub campaign so early. Um, I only decided to run it because I thought maybe some of you guys did want to play. And I asked some of the others, and then these are the same people who canceled on us. So So I was like, I mean, I already said I would do it. And me and Cable Man, when we were making character stuff, when it was just the two of us, we were contemplating not even doing a session and just testing out some of the system stuff, like some of the dice and the battleship mechanic. I don't think you were here when I was talking about the battleship mechanic, but it's gonna be a mechanic where you guys are gonna have to work together to actually do like ship on ship, like, naval combat. It's gonna be pretty
Damn,
fun.
ship on ship. That's a new Pornhub tag.
Uh, yeah, we're gonna have giant battles. It'll be a new, interesting way to do chase scenes as well, when some eldritch monster just comes after us.
Hell yeah.
Another thing I wanted to say before we all leave, um, I don't know when we're gonna continue this. I'll have to ask the others, if they want to do like either this or the main campaign like next time we play.
Okay.
But if the others aren't interested in playing the sub campaign, all of you here, you guys can decide anytime when you guys are free and want to play this. Just tell me. I'm only gonna have
Mm.
to work with your schedules.
Also,
So.
also, thank you to all the players here. It was actually really fun. Yin, you were great. Cable, you were hilarious, and Violet, you were funny. Everything. I'm glad that you guys are the ones that I was here with. If it had been Salter, I'm sure it would have just been witty banter for like 2 seconds.
Um, can I just say a few things right on, like, while we're still recording? Um, this happened during the character creation process, and I would like to highlight this because it was something quite hilarious. So, we have one female
But
party member, which was actually a deal I made between Sai and myself, where he said he would play the female character, and in return I would owe him a favor. He decided to surprise me by using said favor to copy all of the stats he has onto Violet's character. Okay? And he rolled amazing stats. So we have two super powerful characters. And I thought that would be it. Cable also has really well balanced stats. Like, he has like no negatives. He's literally the most balanced character here. And then
Mm.
Yin is a goddamn like super genius. He has 80 in intelligence, 80 in education, and all of his other stats are fairly balanced. Ridiculous. We have an overpowered party here, which you guys were generally
Wait
just
till we
supposed to
start getting
be.
some guns.
You guys were literally meant to be sacrificial pawns. I, oh my god. Other normal crew members are not going to be up to your par. Like, only the crew members with like supernatural powers are going to be any threat to you.
Oh, speaking of, just a little cameo here. The one she was going to quote unquote wife up was a joke because she actually does know Noelle.
Really? But Noelle is quite a lot younger here. This takes place in
Uh, so yeah,
this
yeah, she is 7 years old. She is 7 years older than him. Um, they actually knew each other on the streets for a while when he was younger. For about 3 years.
So let me quickly explain the timeline here. This takes place in the year 1851. The main campaign takes place in 1866. It is a big gap.
Wait, it's 51. Oh, my bad. Then I apologize. I thought you said it was. I thought you said it was 7 years.
No, 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 no. It's been no, no, no. The gap is a little bit bigger. So 1851 to so about a 15-year
Oh,
difference. Yeah. So if you
Then
did
yes.
name
Then
Noel,
no.
it would be I would be like
A
kind of
6 year
like
old.
yeah, yeah, pretty young.
No. So no. Then she was. Then no. Then my bad. I'll use it for my next character if I get one.
Sure. That's totally fine. I mean, we're gonna get more recruits anyway. And I told you this whole
Mm.
place has a special dynamic for the player characters. But you guys are starting off strong with a really powerful main crew. So I'm
And
excited to
I
see
will
what
get.
happens.
I will get guns.
One last final thing before I stop the recording. What did you guys think of the session? Any future plans? What do you think this journey is gonna hold? I want to hear your thoughts.
I didn't know this is gonna be chaotic in the future, so I'm all for it.
I am going to JJK jump someone with Violet on the other side, and we're just gonna beat a motherfucker down. We're just fists and all. Just one punch to the side that punches you into somebody else's. We're just gonna be walloping someone.
Not for real.
Cable,
Also, I want to
Yin.
do one.
What about you guys?
I do want to do one toss. I just want in the future. I want to kill a giant sea monster. I'm gonna try it with a single harpoon toss. Cinematic.
Harpoon.
We don't know, man. All these like a lot of Lovecraft monsters just have like exposed organs. It's not a good design. Not like a good protection.
Sure, when you get your supernatural powers. If you manage to get that far. I don't think you guys are surviving, if I'm being completely honest.
Don't you dare make me start eating the rest of the crew. I will do it. Don't make me do
Um,
this, man.
sure, go ahead. Yin, Cable, what about you guys?
Hmm? I quite like the characters. Are we sure we can keep them?
Uh, like I said, there's a reason why I wanted you guys to pick carefully for the first characters because of the mechanic here. These guys may die, but lore-wise, they will still be important. So that's why I wanted you guys to, pay attention to them and be extra careful with them.
Mhm.
The others ones, like when these guys die and we get the next one, we're just going to use the startup method, like the quick start method, to quickly allocate stats and stuff because it really won't matter. They would just be random other people. Criminals as well, of course, but different stuff, different, different circumstances. However, there's a little twist that's going to happen, but that's when you guys eventually die. So, only Cableman still has to go, give his opinion, and then we can end it off.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having this dude be a coward because I didn't put any skills into any weapons or fighting. But he's really good at sneaking around in the shadows. So he's going to be hiding beneath deck, looking for valuables, and probably try to like sneaky assassinate someone because that's probably the only. Because if he gets into real combat, he's in trouble. So he's probably going to try to go hitman on someone.
Mm,
Okay. All right, fair enough. So then, with this, we close the first, we'll call it the pilot session for the sub campaign called, what the hell did I call this thing again? Okay, now, let me see. Voyage through Saerion. There we go. So then, let me end the recording. Three, two, one.